What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about RGS today. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. This one's at the request of Dr. Mike. Let's get going. We're sitting at about $23.06 as of now. I figured I'd make this video today because stock market opens tomorrow. This stuff sleeps over the weekend, so it could wait. And here we are looking at it from our relative high to relative low. You can see that you have just crushed this whole zone with your retracement, went straight up to your 1618 golden extension, right up there, literally found resistance, found resistance right there, and you've been consolidating ever since, holding the 1272, I might add, which is an impressive feat, to say the least, right? I was definitely under the impression that you would be seeing prices down around $15 to $13 before this thing wanted to move up higher. But it has been a couple weeks, I think, since my last video, at least a week or so, and you've continued to hold above this 1272 zone. You even pierced the veil last week and managed to come back up literally on Friday with an 18.87% day, showing that you're not wanting to go lower. I don't think you are wanting to go lower. And this thing is probably getting ready to see its next phase up, probably. Obviously, we would know more as we're looking more productive. You know, you need to get above the $26 area here at the 1414, and then when you get above $34, that's when we know it's on to $48 and beyond. But genuinely, I think that the next high for this thing, wherever it may go, will be somewhere at $48 to $80, somewhere in this range here between the 1886 to 2272. It is possible that we could see the 2618, the double golden ratio, coming into play as well. But generally speaking, I don't hold out for that. I mean, I was about to say I don't hold out for that unless you show significance on the 1618, which we are doing right now. So to be completely fair, maybe it is best to encapsulate this whole range, as crazy as it seems, and it is a very big range. $48 to $125, essentially. That's a very big range. I'm the most confident in this range here, somewhere between the 1886 and the 2272 area. But again, oftentimes when you see these deeper extensions being hit, like the 2618, you show respect on the 1618. You see a very, very powerful move take place, and you consolidate in the extended zone without even actually pulling back. These are all signs of a very powerful move that's probably not done, and it has more to go. It's just a matter of time. Dr. Mike has hit me with some inside knowledge, and it seems that things could start to explode and take off over the next week or so. We're expecting some really good earnings to come out with this thing, so I think that could help with sending the price higher. You have been consolidating above your 123 weekly moving average here, and I mean, you've cooled way the hell off on your weekly RSI. You've got a lower low on your weekly RSI, higher low on your price, consolidated for, let's see, I mean, a little bit over a month and a half now. Probably, actually, that's like 2 months, literally 2 months. And you haven't really given an inch, like, at all. You did on Friday last week, or on Thursday, and you just ate it right back up. This is a bullish engulfing candle. Technically, it's not, but to me, I still would count it as it being a bullish engulfing candle. It's a bullish engulfing candle technically whenever you open below, or not open below, but you at least see price go below the closing point of the previous body, and then you close above, like this did here, above the previous body. But man, this is still a really bullish candle, in my opinion. Looking at the 3 hour, decent volume to kind of correspond with that. Looking strong in your 3 hour RSI, looking set up in your daily RSI as well. You couldn't even hit your oversold zone. If you get above the 50, if we have another green day, or at least starting off the week next week, starting tomorrow or the next couple days, we start moving up higher without giving too much ground to the downside, it would look like this next move up is going to happen very, very soon. And some people are expecting it to happen sooner than others. I don't really have an expectation as far as timeline goes. All I believe is that as long as you're holding above this 1272 here, above about $22, let's say, as long as you're holding above $22 on a daily closing basis, truthfully, I think your next move, likely over the weeks, months, you know, by the end of this year to come, is going to be anywhere from, why do we have different targets now? Why is it 51 and 87? Did I not have the proper ones drawn before? This, whatever numbers I had drawn before must not have been right. I might have had it, was it from this high? Maybe it was from that high. I don't know why, but I feel like I'm getting different numbers now. At any rate, it still looks very well respected here. right? And that just makes the targets even higher. So $51 to $87 is kind of the primary area that I'm focusing on, with a maximum potential of $140, which is insane, right? Because like the expected area's max is 87. 87 to 140 is a humongous jump. So all that to say, this is just the beginning of the move. This is a break, and we are about to see the second phase of that move take place, likely by the end of this year. So anybody looking to get in on a stock that's about to rip, this one does seem to have some good things going for it. So that's all I got to say, guys. I originally, again, the main reason beyond Dr. Mike's request for this video, the main reason why I feel like it's probably a good time to talk about it as well, is that I had been calling whenever my last video was. Dr. Mike, do you know? I don't know, man. It was either last week, or I think it might have been 2 weeks ago. It might have been this week here, which is a very bearish looking week. Maybe it was in the beginning of this week here, but it was looking like you rejected your 1618. You were closing below your 1272. So the next likely area would have been the 886-100 zone, between about $13 to $15. I'm glad that we're talking about it now, because this zone is off the table. It's off, like it's not in my wheelhouse of expectations, simply because of how last week closed of this candle right here, and especially if you continue to close above the 1272. If we get multiple days closing below the 1272, I would change my mind again. These targets would come back on the table, but as of now, I'm thinking it's upside, man. This looks like very very powerful behavior right here, consolidating in this zone without retracing back to your 100-886 level. This is a very kind of strong phase of consolidation that would likely take you to deeper extensions, which again, $51, $87, potentially as high as 140 by the end of the year. And it's going to happen soon, probably going to happen very soon. Anyways, that's all I got for you guys. If you liked the video, hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more. Bye-bye.